Hey YouTube, I'm back again with part 4 of my Arrow video collection, and today I want to show you my Arrow video steelbooks. So first off is the very first Arrow steelbook that I ever got, and this is Battle Royale. This was from Play.com. I believe it was a Play.com exclusive. It's a great steelbook with loads of debossing on the cover here. In fact, I think it's the only Arrow steelbook, certainly that I own, that has any debossing or embossing on it. Only there's a not debossed or embossed at all, just totally flat, which isn't a bad thing at all. But it's obviously one of their earlier releases, and obviously didn't go with that again after this one. And next we have one of my favourite Arrow steelbooks. This is the Beyond. This was the second in the Gates of Hell trilogy. Is it the best? I don't know. I'm very torn between this and City of the Living Dead. I love both of them probably equally. But the artwork on this is just gorgeous. I mean, Arrow always get it right, or almost always get it right when it comes to artwork on their steelbooks, and this one is just top notch, really good. Next we have Big Trouble in Little China, great cheesy 80s film. Kurt Russell, yeah, really good. Next, Black Sunday. This was one of Arrow's limited edition 5th birthday releases last year, and he went as far as changing the logo for those few releases. I haven't seen this yet, so I don't know if it's any good, but we'll get around to watching it very soon. Next we have Blood and Black Lace. I picked this up from Arrow's own store. It's an exclusive to their own store. It wasn't available anywhere else. Certainly brand new anyway. You can obviously pick up copies on places like eBay, but initially Arrow was the only place where you could get this, and they had it up at $23.99, which I always thought was just a little bit too expensive for what this is. But it was down to $14.99 in the sale. I thought, well, that was a good time to buy it. It may well go cheaper in the future, but I thought, just on the off chance that it might sell out, you know, like all steelbooks, they're only a limited number. So I picked it up. Yeah, I'm really happy. Next, this is Blowout, Brian De Palma film. What I've seen of his movies so far, I've enjoyed. I've not watched this one yet, but yeah, should be okay. Next, another cheesy 80s movie. This is The Burbs. Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher. I do enjoy this movie. It's a lot of fun. And we have City of the Living Dead. Again, part of Arrow's 5th birthday celebrations last year. And once again, just gorgeous artwork. Fantastic. And we have yet another copy of Day of the Dead. Again, 5th anniversary edition. This is one of the few of Arrow steelbooks that I won't say I don't like the artwork, but it wasn't my first choice. I would have much preferred one of the other artworks that was available. I think they did on one of the websites. I can't remember which one it was now. You could vote, and this was the one that won. It's I believe it's an old poster art from obviously back in the day, but still great movie. Next we have the Demons and Demons 2 steelbook. This is it contains both movies, although you only have the artwork for Demons on the front. On the back, obviously underneath the slip, is the artwork for Demons 2, which you can can see there. But yeah, these are just a lot of fun, those two movies. And then we have The Fall of the House of Usher. This was a really slow movie. It just took forever. I won't go as far as saying I hated it, but it's not something I'll be in a great hurry to watch again, I don't think. But once again, the artwork, can't fault them. Really, really good. And we have Foxy Brown. This is a 70s blaxploitation movie with Pam Grier, she seems to be in pretty much all of those movies. But yeah, it was good fun. I'll definitely watch that again. Next we have Inferno. As I mentioned in my previous Arrow video collection, I own this on the window box edition, and I haven't seen it yet, and I really need to get around to watching it. I've heard nothing but good things. Next we have Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This is the 1970s version with Donald Sutherland and Leonard Nimoy, I believe, isn't it? But yeah, it's a lot of fun, that film. And then a really great cheesy movie I remember from the 80s. This is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I was so pleased when I heard that Arrow were releasing this. I don't think I'd seen it since it was out on VHS in the 80s. And it didn't disappoint. It was really fun. Next we have Life Force. This again is a great 80s movies, and this version from Arrow, they have two cuts of the movie. I think one's a UK release and one's an American release. I don't know what the difference is between them, whether one's cut or whether they're just different edits or what, but yeah, it's still a really good film. Next we have Lady Snowblood. I've never seen this, know nothing about it, but looks very Kill Bill-esque, so I'll get on to watch that at some point. Next we have The King of New York with Christopher Walken. Until I actually bought this, I'd never seen this film, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was good fun. And we have Maniac Cop. This again was part of Arrow's 5th birthday celebrations last year, and I love this film. You know, it's Bruce Campbell. What else can I say? It's really good. Phantom of the Paradise. This film I'd never ever heard of, and I got it as a birthday present last year. I think it was last year, it might have been the year before. So it was, even though I didn't actually buy it, it was still a blind buy, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Next we have Phenomena, another great Dario Argento movie with Jennifer Connelly. Also was released, I think, originally in the 80s as Creepers. Porky's, what a fantastic comedy this is. Really lots of fun. And we have Shivers. Know nothing about this film. David Cronenberg, so can't be that bad. But yeah, get around to watching it hopefully this month. This film I really love. This is Dario Argento's Tenebrae. This was Arrow's reissue year before last, I believe. They remastered it as their original release. The picture quality wasn't as good as it could have been, I don't think. So they remastered it and reissued it as a steelbook. And then shortly after, I think they released standard Hammer version as well. But yeah, it's definitely recommended that film. Really, really good. Next we have Theatre of Blood. This was okay. Wasn't anything special. Another one of my favourites is The Time Bandits. Terry Gilliam, a very Python-esque movie from the 1980s, featuring Sean Connery, I believe, John Cleese, and a whole bunch of little people starring in it, and it's a great fantasy movie, and definitely a must-watch for anyone who hasn't seen it. White of the Eye. This again was a blind buy, or a birthday present, but still something I'd never heard of or never seen, and in that sense a blind buy, but I still haven't got around to watching it, so we'll do eventually. And then finally we have Zombie Flesh Eaters. Again, I mentioned in my previous Arrow collection video, this was the one and only window box edition that I didn't own, but it sells for just ridiculous money these days, and because I have the Steelbook edition, I'm in no hurry. I would like to get it to complete my collection, but I'm in no hurry to pay daft money for it just to watch the film. I've got the film here, I can watch it. But if it does turn up at some point at a reasonable price, then yes, I will definitely get it. I've got no problem in double dipping on a title if it's some kind of limited edition, especially if it's one I want to complete the collection. Anyway, that's it for my Steelbooks. I know I don't have a complete Arrow Steelbook collection. I'm pretty sure there's only 3. Maybe a 4th one that I can't remember, but off the top of my head there's 3 that I need. Pit and the Pendulum, The Long Good Friday, and what's the other one? Oh, Rabid. I guess you could call The Voices Steelbook. That's it technically is an Arrow release, although it's not an Arrow video release. So yeah, there's 4 that I need, and I will get them eventually. But I'll wait for a price drop. I mean, there's not a single one of them. I mean, The Voice is already on as a Hammer version, so I can watch that if I want to. And there isn't any other that I'm desperately wanting to get. I mean, if they do release something else that's one that I really want to get, then I will pre-order it. But generally, especially with Arrows, they don't tend to sell out. That said, a lot of their recent limited editions have sold out very quickly, but touch wood, the Steelbooks, they don't tend to sell out very quickly, so yeah, I'm quite happy to wait for a price drop on those. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll be back again hopefully with another video very soon. Cheers.